Ike's daughter Mia reveals an Ike she says people never knew, and what she shares about their home life may shock you.
All they see is the brute on the big screen. No, Daddy had a heart. He was kind. He was generous. He was a prankster. He was human.
Y'all know what it is. Truth be told, allegedly in the booth, in the building, the booth, in the building, the booth in the building. Make sure y'all hit the likes up, share, and subscribe. Hey, look, listen. So Tina Turner just passed away the other day, man. Rest in heaven, man. Rest in love to her, and also rest in love to Ike Turner. In no way am I on any side in this situation, but some new information is resurfaced, man. It's resurfaced to the top, and we're gonna dig into it because Judge Joe Brown says that Ike was not the one that was beating on Tina. It was Tina that was the witch and all different type of things. And all I could say is Judge Joe Brown either has a vivid imagination or he is detailed about what he has experienced. It's even stories that he says of Tina Turner calling little black girls black bitches, all different type of stuff like that. But y'all don't have to take my word for it, man. Let's look straight into it, man. Can you play that clip for me, please?
I told you, you're always introducing things that they didn't feature in the Netflix movie, so I always learn a lot when you talk about.
I know. Whole lot of crap they don't bring out.
Gotcha.
Like, for example, what's love got to do with it? Talking about Ike being the one that is the vicious one. No, Tina was a pimp in Memphis.
I better go here, huh?
All my old pimp fools that I used to represent were in awe of that woman. They used to say, Tina, little bitty Tina, she was a gangster pimp at 17, had a whole stable of hoes, 2-3 bottom hoes. Used to pop a cap on.
Wait, are you talking about my Tina Turner with the beautiful legs?
Yeah, that one.
No way.
She's notorious amongst the pimps in Memphis where she used to be a pimpette. Gangster pimp. And all the men on my generation in L.A. who thanked Ike for keeping us straight and coming around and talking to us whenever he saw us about stay in school, stay drug-free, get your studies together. The most important thing right now you can do is get your mind together. That was Ike. I remember that from being in elementary school all the way through high school. And that violent, rude, crude woman who cussed everybody out, who mistook her for Ike, driving around in that tinted window Rolls Royce twin to Ike's. Yeah, we remember her. But see, that's how they lie about it. You know what Ike was in there for?
I just love Tina Turner, and you're breaking my heart.
That woman is a witch. That woman is a witch. When we would say, hey, Ike, and if it was Ike, he'd have his homeboy roll the windows down. He'd stop, pull over, talk to us for 2 hours, send his homeboy off to get hamburgers and fries and Cokes, come back and talk to us. If we made a mistake and it was Tina in the Rolls Royce, she'd roll them down, call us all kind of black N-words, little MFs. How dare we talk to her? And she'd go run our little pickaninny selves over. That's how she used to go. This was after the last of the 2 shows we did with him. And his then current wife had aired. He said, Judge, I didn't know they were going to do that to me when I signed that release. I wasn't like that. I said, brother, I know. I was one of those boys in L.A. that you talked to from the 5th grade all the way through high school. You'd stop. Man, you must have stopped 7 or 8 times. Me and my homeboys were out there, playing touch football or something, or tackle football in the park, or just hanging out. You were telling us what time it was. You remember that? Yes, sir. How old are you? When I told him, he said, oh, yeah, you would. I thought you were younger than that. I said, man, we thank you. And you know what he was in my court for? He and his wife had a foundation, and it was for battered women. And what they did was they would gift these women money to get away from the abusive man. If they went back to him, it wasn't a gift, it was a loan. I saw that evil witch
Oh, wow.
when I was at a barbecue cookout that some family friends were having 4 doors down from where he and Tina Turner lived up in Baldwin Hills, and he was down on his knees gardening with a trowel. And he got up, took his gloves off, dusted his hands off, came over, shook our hands, talked to us, asked us how the football team was doing since we all played ball for Dorsey High, told us to hang in there. You know, he had kept up with everything, went back over. Tina comes storming out about 20 minutes later, cussing and hollering about why didn't he have these lyrics together? And he was trying to tell her he was trying to think it through, which was what he was trying to do then. She got to cussing. He got to asking her, would you please stop that? There's some kids listening. She cussed us out, walked to the edge of the property, hands on hips, started yelling all kinds of foul crap at us, walked back in. About 15 minutes later, she came out mad again about, I'm not waiting on you coming up with these goddamn except for lyrics. She picked up one of these real heavy rakes, the kind with the wrought iron head to it that looks like a comb, and then the big shaped handle. Fortunately, she picked it up by the rake end. She hauled off and hit him, looked like it was hard as she could across his back. The man flattened onto the ground, said, damn, baby, and then she hit him again. Then she stormed back in the house. Another time, I was in college getting ready to go to law school, and what happened, I was in the boys market on Crenshaw by the railroad tracks of L.A. There were 4 little cute girls that obviously had gone to Dorsey High by the sweatshirts they had on, and they were saying, oh, is that Miss Tina? Oh, my God, it's Tina Turner. And they said, are you sure? Yes, it is. So one of them had the temerity to say, Miss Tina, she turned around, you little black bitch. How dare you talk to me, little hoe? I'll slap the grease off your face. I didn't give you permission, little slut, to talk to me. And the girl started crying. That's how that witch was.
So, Judge, there
I
were
was
3
20-something then, and I've been seeing her since I was 9, 10 years old do that shit.
There were 3 scenes in the movie. One, the iconic line, one of the line everybody knew, Anna Mae, eat the cake. He shoved the birthday cake in her face. And she ran out of the restaurant.
Oh, that's
the other
a lie.
One was the big,
that is a lie.
What about the big fight in the limo?
The alternative was somebody gave her the damn cake and she smashed it in their face. And that maid that committed suicide, supposedly, all the pimps in Memphis that I used to represent said it was Tina probably popped the cap on her. I had an old hoe for a client.
Wait, Judge, what maid? I'm not familiar with the maid.
In the movie.
The movie.
The maid.
Oh, wait, I gotta go back and look at that.
Supposedly killed herself.
Okay.
It was all camera, but everybody said that was probably Tina to pop the cap on. Another thing, I had an old client, died of breast cancer, but she had been a hoe too. She couldn't walk because Tina had roped her behind a Cadillac and drug her around the projects, foot homes, and ground off one of her kneecaps. Now, that's the one you get all that crap about Saint Tina with her violent little ass.
What about the fight that happened in the limo? The day that she ran all bloody.
I don't know, but if she's like everybody in L.A. that had seen them over that long period of time between when they were kids and grown, and the shit she used to do in L.A. on the streets, said that's a lie. It's the other way around, because it was always her other way around. She'd be whining about what he did to her, and some people that would see it say that wasn't the way it went down. It was Tina did that to him.
What about that rape?
Think about it.
When
You're
he drug her by the hair.
17 and you got other women playing prostitute for you and taking their money. What the hell are you going to do? Pimps are the lowest of the low. See, you know how that woman got her ass saved? There's a huge club in Memphis. It opened back up. It needs a lot of renovation, but it's still there. It's called Paradise. On the wall, is a fire department permit that says no more than 5,000 people. It's huge. So one day when she was still pimping, she snatched the phone from the mic from some woman, I was told. I didn't see it, but it's hearsay, and smacked the babe because it was one of her hoes, took the microphone and got to performing. Ike was there, saw it, and discovered her and got her out the game. See, that's the way it went down.
What about, so are you saying that the rape scene, even the rape scene when he drug her by the hair into the room, when he raped her in the sound booth, all that was made for TV?
Like that. Tina used to do her hoes like that. Remember, one of my clients now dead, she drug around the projects tied to the back of a car.
You're breaking up, Judge. I can't hear you. You're breaking up.
Myth.
You're breaking up.
The myth of a beaten Tina Turner is a lie. That woman always had a nasty attitude. I mean, understand, I'm in the 5th grade. I'm getting ready to go into law school. And between that time, every time I saw that woman on the streets in L.A., she was being foul, discourteous, rank, vicious, evil, and violent.
So what did I'm looking it up.
I promised him when we were sitting in Spargo's in Beverly Hills, and he said, "Judge, this is just crushing me." I said, "Brother, I'll tell you what. I'll make a promise to you. Every time that witch comes up, I'll try to tell the truth about what really happened."